Thanks, Cheryl. In less than a week, voters of Henrico County will cast their vote not only for the presidential election, but also on a bond referendum.
It includes proposed projects for improving schools, parks, libraries, fire stations, and facilities, and county roads. County Manager John Vitolkas is here to explain. It's great to see you this morning.
It's great to be here, and thank you for the opportunity.
You brought a sample ballot, and I'm looking at this. The front part, the voting for president and all that, is easy. When you get to the back and you see all these things, I said bring your reading glasses because you're going to need them. There's some information to take in here. There
are 5 questions that are being put forward for our voters. We do these referenda every so often. The last one that was done in Henrico was in 2005. Prior to that, we had one in 2000. And just as in prior referenda, the same 5 questions are being put forward. So basically, 5 categories. We have schools, recreation and parks, fire, libraries, and roads. The school projects are largely renovation projects. We have a number of schools that have reached 50, 60 plus years of age. Some of the larger schools that are being renovated, Tuckahoe Middle School, Tucker High School, and they're old enough to where I actually attended both of those schools. The average age of the schools being renovated is 57 years old. In recreation and parks, we have a number of our parks that are being renovated and 2 new parks that would bring about some additional sports tourism. We have 2 new fire stations, 1 new library, and 1 road project in the Fairfield Magisterial District.
It sounds great, and everybody says, yes, let's do it, but how do we pay for it? And we were saying at the beginning, how do the taxes play in?
There are, yeah. And so Henrico has a strong reputation for fiscal management. We actually, as a county, have paid off 1/3 of our debt since 2012. So by the time these bonds are actually issued, and they're not issued all at once, they're issued over 5 or 6 years, depending on the category, we'll actually have less debt at the end of this period than we did in 2012. And we also have identified the funding sources for the projects. In the case of schools, we have meals tax revenue that continues to come in much higher than anticipated, and we have tourism revenues that are being generated by folks that are coming into our region now. They're coming in for tournaments, and they are spending the weekend. They come, they play, and they leave. They spend a good amount of money in our restaurants and our hotels, and that's generating significant revenue for our county.
I was talking about how long the referendums are. You have to read them and understand them, and obviously that's why you're here, to get that word out. Another thing, you're the county manager. You see these kind of figures all the time. This is what you deal with. But if I'm walking into a booth and I see a figure, $272.6 million, I was complaining about the cost of bread at the grocery store, so it can be a little daunting to know that things do cost that much.
It can be. You think about a project like Tucker High School, where renovating Tucker High School is over $50 million. The thing you've got to keep in mind is Tucker High School, 1,600 kids a year, over 50 plus years. That's a
lot of wear and tear.
It is a lot of wear and tear.
That's a lot of school spirit, for sure. Yeah. Now, John, when you come in and we're seeing this sample ballot, we have about a minute left. I was thinking you go in and you check yay or nay for the referendum as a whole. Are you casting your vote on each individual project?
There are 5 separate categories, so you're casting your vote as a citizen on each of the 5 categories. Now, Bill, to your point, as far as putting out information, we've had over 110 meetings in the community, and that's the only way that localities can put information out about these referenda. And we'll be meeting through next Tuesday.
We were hearing that there's expected to be a record turnout this year. You've got 5 referendum, you got a ballot. Are you guys ready? Because that's going to take a minute or 2 to fill that out. Are you ready for that?
We are. So the more that folks familiarize themselves with the ballot, which is available online at our county website, the quicker they'll be able to process these questions, but we expect 2-3 minutes per vote.
I visited the site. There's great information there. We're going to have a link on our site to that for you later today. WTVR.com/VTM is the spot to go to check it out. John, thanks for being with us.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Appreciate it.